TBC, what's the deal? So I'm on boxingscene.com, and I will leave this article in the description box. If you guys haven't read this, make sure you go ahead and read this article. Now, I've dropped a few videos within the last few days of Antonio Tarver calling out Anthony Joshua for a fight in July, okay? I just seen this article with Stephen Cunningham has committed to filing civil lawsuit against Tarver. All right, now we know that these two fought in August, I believe August 14th, and it was a 12-round draw between Cunningham and Tarver. Tarver tested positive for synthetic testosterone before, so I really don't know what to think about this, man. As far as Tarver getting his shot, like, I know he wants one, and he says, he's got a bronze medal in the Olympics, former light heavyweight champion, the first guy to give us a wow moment as far as beating Antonio Tarver, or as far as beating Roy Jones Jr. Never been knocked out. I mean, Tarver has had a good career, but as far as, the drug test, and then he had another, I forgot who it was against. I forgot who the other failed drug test was against, but Steve Cunningham he says, now let me read a couple quotes from this article. Now, he has a fight coming up against Krzysztof Glowacki. It's going to be a very entertaining fight. I've done a prediction video on that fight. Please check that out, and please make sure to check that fight out. But he goes on to say, but after this fight, we're back on it. I'm not going to let this guy slide. I said it out loud, and I meant it. I said it even before the Tarver fight, even before I knew I was fighting Tarver years ago. Like, if that ever happens to me, I'll pursue a civil suit, and I have to. Because let's hypothetically say I can get a good judgment. I win. It's not about making money or anything. I'll literally donate that money to a charity. It's about setting a precedent, a standard. If a fighter feels he can get personally sued for using steroids for cheating, that might deter him. Okay? He says, it's really not about me coming up on some money from Tarver, Cunningham said. We all know he's in a bind anyways. But it's about setting a precedent in a bar and boxing, that's all. I feel like I have to do it. I feel like I have to try to set a precedent. Hey, this guy won a silver suit. Oh, hold up. You mean to tell me they're taking money out of your pocket if you get caught now? Hold up, man. I don't need that extra juice. So he's just talking about guys that are cheating and how they would feel if he was to go ahead and win this civil suit in court. And yeah, it was the Latif Coyote. I didn't want to say the name because I didn't want to be wrong about it. But yeah, Tarver tested positive for anabolic steroid following the June 12th draw with cruiserweight Latif Coyote in Carson, California. Okay, the scandal caused Tarver to lose his commentating gig with Showtime, but I think he's back. Isn't he on? I could have swore I just seen him on PBC. I could be mistaken, man. But Cunningham goes on to say, I feel he could have been fired from Spike, and I feel he shouldn't even be allowed to box anymore. It's 2 times, and he's going to do it again. He also goes and says, we are already superhuman. When you have a guy that's juiced up on something, he's extra strong, and he can do extra damage. What happens when we get a fighter who really gets hurt in the ring or possibly passes away from a guy who pops on the test? Then everybody's got egg on their face because nobody did anything to try to stop him even more. Because it's rampant in boxing, I can't mention any names, but fighters know who's on stuff. The people know. You hear things, you see things. What happens when a guy gets killed in the ring from a guy juicing? Everybody should be held accountable. Everybody. I totally agree, man. I totally agree, and I'm on accord with my man Steve Cunningham. Now, some of you may say, well, you've been playing Tarver, calling out Anthony Joshua. Hey, I'm just letting the man talk his shit. If the man want to get in there with Anthony Joshua at 47 years old and he thinks he can, upset the world once again, who am I to shit on his dream? You know what I mean? I'm just the uploader on YouTube. I just like getting heavyweight news out there. Hell, if Shannon Briggs chasing everybody around too, although Briggs and Tarver are in a different scenario. But and the California State Athletic Commission suspended him for 1 year after Latif Coyote, and they fined him $2,500 after he tested positive. So a lot of people think that he hasn't been they don't think no justice has been served as far as Tarver, and Cunningham doesn't think no justice has been served. So I can't get mad at him for doing this lawsuit because I'll probably do the same thing, man. And I remember I had played the interview when they were doing the press conference. Tarver and Cunningham were going at it, and I could have sworn that in that presser, I believe it was a phone. They did the phone interview together for the media, and I remember Tarver or Cunningham going at Tarver saying this exact same thing. You better show up clean. He was saying something about being a clean fighter even then before the fight actually happened. So I can't get mad at Stephen Cunningham for seeking justice as far as getting in there with somebody that's juiced up. And Tarver can, I know he's going to say, say whatever he has to say to try to, not have his name connected with a dirty test. But I can't get mad at Stephen Cunningham, and also can't get mad at Tarver for still wanting to fight. It's what he knows. Now, whether he should be fighting or not, I guess that's up for debate. Some fans feel as if, hey, man, this motherfucker's a drug cheat. He shouldn't be fighting Mr. Boxing, and that's fine. But again, who am I to shit on another man's dream? If he wants to call out Anthony Joshua till he's blue in the face, let him. And I'm gonna play it on my channel just so the heavyweight boxing fans can just hear it. But I'm definitely not for guys juicing. It's just so hard now. It's for real though, as a fan, really, it's so hard to know who's juicing, who's not juicing, who's getting over on test, it's just the shit's hard, man. But can't get mad at Cunningham for wanting to go to pursue this. Also can't get mad at Tarver for calling people out and still wanting to fight. If states or countries will still allow him to fight, let him fight. You know what I mean? Hey, I'm not taking away nobody's jobs, man. You know what I mean? So if there is a state that will license him, if it's fucking Idaho, or no disrespect to people in Idaho, if it's fucking somewhere in Vermont, let him fight. Let him fight, man. But again, though, can't get mad at Cunningham for pursuing it. Just get his little news out there. YTBC. I'm out.